Welcome to Family Camping with Coleman in the Chicago Park District. Each Friday in August, we will present camping tips and tricks to have great adventures with friends and family. I'm Liz Holley, the Camping Program Specialist with the Chicago Park District. This week, we'll teach some campfire safety tips and share a campfire story in American Sign Language. Campfires are the most fun when they are safe. Always make sure an adult is around to supervise. Some campfire best practices include: only build a fire in a contained ring or above-ground fire pit. Never start a fire in open grass or when conditions are too dry and windy. Consult your local authorities about when and where fires are allowed. Draw or set a boundary around your campfire ring before it is lit. Explain that no one is allowed beyond that line except for an adult. Only add natural materials to the fire. Watch our video on how to start a fire on the Chicago Park District's YouTube channel. Only add to the fire when the adult supervising says it is safe to do so. Once something goes in the fire, it stays in the fire. Be sure to keep your fire manageable size. A good rule of thumb is to keep the height of the fire less than half of the width of the fire ring you are using. Pay attention to the direction of the wind. Avoid having your fire upwind from your tent and try to stay at least 50 feet away from your tent. If it's too windy, avoid making a fire altogether. When it's time to put out the fire, have children watch from behind the campfire boundary as you pour water on the fire so they can understand what happens when you extinguish a fire. Once the water has done its job and the fire is out, you can come closer to the fire ring to understand that it is no longer warm. We will now be joined by Sarah and Tim, who will be sharing an American Sign Language campfire story with us.
Hello, welcome to our Campfire American Sign Language story time.
Hi, my name is Tim, and I'm the Special Recreation Coordinator for the Depthamata Unit. Before we get started with the story titled PJ Funny Bunny Campout, I want to teach you guys some words that will appear throughout the story.
PJ, Funny Bunny. Sign name is Funny. Three best friend. Richie, R. Left shoulder. Buzz is B-U-Z. Donna, duck, or neighbor duck. Then Honey, Bunny is B-cute.
Tent, sleeping bag, flashlight, food, hike, river, mountain, rock, tree, scared, noise, ghost, and story. PJ Funny Bunny Campout was written by a woman named Marilyn Sadler. It's illustrated by Roger Boland.
PJ Funny Bunny had three best friends. One day, PJ said,
Let's go camping.
PJ packed his tent. Richie packed the sleeping bags. Buzz packed the flashlight. And Pox packed the food. Can Donald Duck and I come too?
No, camping is not for girls.
PJ and his friends left. They hiked through the deep woods. They hiked across the wide river. They climbed a high mountain. And Richie was
Tired. The wagon pulled. Let go. Bump, bump, bump.
the sleeping bag bounced down the mountain.
Splash, splash, splash.
Four sleeping bags floating down the river.
Camping is hard work. Camping is not for girls. I'm hungry.
Richie said.
I'm hungry.
PJ said.
I'm hungry too.
Pat's not hungry. He had eaten all the food. Soon it got dark. PJ told a ghost story. It was a good ghost story. That PJ even scared himself.
It's a good thing the girls are not here.
Then they heard a noise.
Ooh.
It sounded like a ghost. PJ and his friend, they looked out of the tent. Bud shined his flashlight over to the rock. He shined over to the tree. He shined over two ghosts standing.
Ghosts!
PJ and his friends, they jumped so fast, knocking down their tent. Flashlight rolling away. PJ and his friend ran down the high mountains. And then they splashed through the wide river. They ran so through the deep woods. They ran all the way to PJ's home. PJ, Bunny, what happened?
Our tent fell down. Our sleeping bag floated on the river. The flashlight got lost and we ran out of food.
But Honey Bunny and Donna knew the truth. Do you?
Our time together for the Coleman Friday Campout series with the Chicago Park District has come to a close. Share your images or video of your camping experience with us on the Chicago Park District social media for a chance to be featured. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you have some adventures of your own. To learn about the Coleman equipment included in today's video, please visit Coleman.com. For more summer programming and activities, please visit ChicagoParkDistrict.com.